Good morning everyone, hope you're all okay. Right, this morning I've got a few things to show you. A couple of things are for the 100 Things Challenge, but the first thing I want to show you is these. We went up to see my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, Mr. Doodle's sister and brother-in-law, at the weekend, and Lou had said, did I want these? He'd got them from a charity shop for their coffee table and he didn't like them. They didn't look right. So he said, would I like them? Oh my God, I absolutely love them. How beautiful are they, look. They're just so gorgeous. 7 of them. They're just so beautiful. Love, 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 love. I'd love to be able to get some plain coasters and have a go at doing these myself. I think they're just, love the colours. Yeah, they're all the same on the back, black on the back. So, yeah, to show you those. Right, what shall I show you next? Right, can you remember these that I made? A great big pile of these the other week. From my baby wipes, and this is on, put them onto wallpaper lining. I've got a great big pile of them. Now Jean Jones, she said, oh, they'd look nice as table mats. So I thought, I've got a little stash of table mats up on my top shelf of to be altered. They've been up there for about 5 or 6 years. So I thought, right, I'm going to do it. So I've done some, so thank you ever so much, Jean, for your suggestion. Just right up my street, these are. I've done 4, I've only got 4, so I've done 4. It's that one, and that one. And I've gone over the back of them, because a couple of them were alright on the back, but a couple of them were all horrible, so I went over the back with some black gesso, and I need to put another coat of varnish on the back now. And then I've gone all right. I'd started off, I thought, I'll put gold around the edge because I just love gold, but they didn't look right. I thought, no, it needs to be black. So I don't when I've done table mats before, many years ago, decoupage table mats, I started off with a water-based varnish and then I went over it with a polyurethane varnish and kept doing it, sanding it down, doing it so that you can't feel, excuse me, can't feel the layers of paper underneath. But I don't think I'm going to do that with these because I like the texture, and I've just used this that I've shown you before that I've had for years, what I got to do my decoupaging years ago, and it is heat and water resistant, so it should be all right. I think they've had 3 coats, but one of them's not that one, I think, it's the shiniest, has had 4 coats. Because I'd only done 1 to start with, and I thought, well, I may as well do the others. But I just love them, really love those. They're all the same on the back. So yeah, thank you, Jean. That's number 47 of the 100 things. So I figure another year and I might have finished it. Haven't taken me the 2 years then. But hey, there's no rush, is there? Right, what else? Now, a couple of years ago, my lovely friend Penny Humphreys sent me this as part of my Christmas present. And I'd forgotten all about it till the other week when I was looking in a box that's got some yarn in and that. So it's been sat around for a couple of weeks again. Yesterday I thought, right, I wasn't really in the mood to do any other projects. So sat and watched some YouTube videos and made it up. Now it's a good little kit. You get a crochet hook, and there was this ball of yarn, and there's a needle in the top, instructions on basic stitches, and then patterns on the back. Well, I started off using this hook, and it's a wooden hook, and I just couldn't get on with it. It kept catching on the fibres of the wool. So I gave up on that needle, but other than that, it's a brilliant little kit. So I've never used a kit like that before. So I made that one. Oh, and it's got a brooch pin as well. It's for a brooch. And then there was enough left to do another one. I've turned into a brooch, and it's lovely. It's 20% wool and, is it? Yeah, 20% wool and 80% acrylic, the yarn. So I've made those two. And then last night I thought, because I was so excited about making this, this is number 48 for my 100 Things challenge. Because I was so excited about making those and how easy they were, I thought, I've got some wool that my lovely friend Dee at Black Cat Crafts, she sent me this, I would say a couple of years ago for Christmas, probably a bit longer. I'm sure it was 2 years ago. And I've never known what to do with it. It's just so beautiful, and I just love looking at it and touching it. And there was 2 balls of that, so I thought, I'm going to make a flower. So because it's thicker, and this is pure wool, because it's thicker, I needed a bigger crochet hook. Which was fine, and let's say they're ever so quick, but I've made a mother of flowers. And that is all the wool that I've got left from the ball. Look at that, it's huge. I don't know quite what I'm going to do with this. It's a little bit big for a brooch, don't you think? But I love it, I just love it. I might even do it with this. I mean, do another one with this. Has any of you ladies done felting? Because it says on here to knit, freedom to knit, crochet or felt. And I thought if I do another one and then I've got a bit left, I might, but I don't know how to do it, so I need to look up on that. So I thought that was something I've not tried before. But don't you just love that? It's just so beautiful, and the colour. So thank you, Dee, for this. I love it. I might just make another one and just have one in my bedroom and one in my craft room just to look at, because I think it's lovely. So that's number 48, did I say, of the 100 Things. Right, what else have I been doing? Back in July I started to, I've shown a picture of some of them, started to do some granny squares. Sister-in-law Maureen, she asked me last year if I would make her a little blanket to put over her knees in winter, keep her knees warm, with granny squares. And she's given me all this yarn. There are oddments and oddballs of yarn. So I normally only crochet in the winter, and I just don't know, just didn't do any last year, so she didn't get it last year. And then last month I thought, I fancy doing some crocheting, so I started doing these. Anyway, we've decided on a 10 by 10 square, so there's 100 squares there. Well, actually there's not, there's 94 squares there, because I've started crocheting them all together now. So that's my next thing. I don't know how long that'll take me to do, but it's not really taking me that long. I mean, it's not as though I've done it every day or anything, but I have enjoyed doing it. So we took this great big bag of squares up to her at the weekend, and we went up and laid them all. I says, will you lay them out how you want it to be, because it's all multicolours. So we laid it all out, and I've taken a photograph, and I said, well, it might not end up like in the photograph, but she's not bothered. but there's some lovely ones. They all seem to have come out. God knows what it's going to turn out like, because they've all used the same size hook, but as you can see, some of the yarn was a bit thicker, so they've come out a bit bigger than others. But hey, wouldn't be right if it was perfect coming from me. But yeah, lovely. And it's all baby yarn, lovely and soft, so that's what I've been doing as well. So when that's finished, I think that will count as like 20 100 things when that's finished. No, I'm only joking. And then the other thing I've been doing, lady called, oh, what's her channel? Alexandra from Crochet Beginners or something like that. I'll leave the link. But this week she's been doing these, that way up, little puff flowers, and I've seen these lots of times on Pinterest and that, and I thought, oh, I fancy having a go at that. So the other day, on Wednesday, she did the flowers, and she says, just do a couple, and she said, then on Friday I'll come back with what to do with them. So they're different sizes, because that one's a bit weird. I don't know what's going on with that yarn there. It seems to be a different colour, but the different sizes, because I was just playing around with different size hooks and that. And so on Friday, she got us to do that, little squares. I mean, I've not any plans to make a blanket or anything. It was just I wanted to try these flowers out. Yeah, they're not perfect, but little puff stitch flowers. So I think that's all I've got to show you. I've been doing a bit more in my blackout poetry book. Well, when my daughter and grandson came over, I shan't show you them yet. I'll wait until I've finished colouring the pages. When my daughter and grandson came over the other week, got them doing some, so and they're really funny. I think I mentioned that the other day, but I will show you those another day. So for now, I think that's all I was going to show you. Yes, so have a good weekend, everyone, and I shall speak to you next week, no doubt. So thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.